Chiefs Kingdom, I need your help. We're trying to reach 48,000 subscribers here on the Chiefs Report. And at the time of recording this on our Tuesday live show, we are currently 428 subscribers away. Well, that's where you come in. Hit the subscribe button right now. Join the Chiefs Report family. We're putting out Chiefs content every single day with news, rumors. If you're watching right now, our live show, and we're going to have Q&As along with watch parties all year. So hit that subscribe button. We're trying to reach 48K as quick as possible. On today's show, we have 5 bye-week changes the Chiefs should make as they head into the bye in the 2023 NFL season. We are going to talk about 5 things that I think the Chiefs need to do better at to propel this team to the NFL playoffs, into hopefully the Super Bowl going back-to-back. This starts with looking at the schedule coming up for the Chiefs. So the next 5 weeks, you have the bye here, which we're going to kind of go through what exactly should be the order of operations for the Chiefs. And then you have the Eagles on Monday Night Football, which is a big test for the Chiefs. Raiders on the road, Packers on the road. That may be cold in Week 13. That may be tough. Week 14 versus the Bills. This schedule does not get any easier in the back half. It seems as though that the Chiefs, well, they had I'm not going to say front or back-heavy schedule, but they do definitely have more tougher opponents in the second half. Let's dive into the bye-week changes, with the first one being tweaking the offense. This starts with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes because this offense is so close. It's right on the border. There's been flashes of greatness, but no consistency at all. You see a game here, they look great. You see a play here, they look terrible. You see this, they look awful. You see a throw by Patrick Mahomes, you think, we're the best team in the NFL. It's just so infuriating to see how close this offense is, and they just can't get it done. Andy Reid said himself in the post-game speech after the win versus the Dolphins, offense, we did enough, but we get better. We get better. Well, Andy, Patrick, let's get going. But honestly, it may not start with them. I think it may start with the wide receivers on this team. The wide receivers this year have been lacking, to say the least. Travis Kelce, I threw him in there on this one. I know he's not technically a wide receiver, but let's be quite honest. When you're the number 1 guy in Chiefs franchise history in receiving yards, you're a wide receiver, on my lord. Rashee Rice, who technically, I think at this point in the season, has solidified himself as wide receiver 1, and Justin Watson follow him up. All of them look formidable. The thing that we have to look at, though, is this wide receiver core good enough to make it back to the Super Bowl? This Chiefs team's 7-2 with the guys, so they look great in terms of record. But can they get to the Super Bowl with these guys? Well, that's where I'm going to open the talk up to Chiefs Kingdom. Should, or rather can, this wide receiver core get the Chiefs back to the Super Bowl? Type Y for yes or type in for no. Let me know what you're thinking. Is this wide receiver core with Kadarius Toney, with Sky Moore, with Rashee Rice, with Justin Watson, with all these guys, you add McCole Hardman, can they get the Chiefs back to the Super Bowl? Type Y for yes if you think so. Type in for no if you think no. And if you have in for no, let me know why in the comments below. Let's look at the PFF grades for these Chiefs wide receivers, with Rashee Rice leading the way. In fact, he's top 20 in wide receiver PFF grades at 79.4. 79.4. McCole Hardman behind him, who has been a recent addition, at 65.2. Justin Watson not far behind him. And then Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, and MVS round out the bottom 3 there. This is exactly why we need more Rashee Rice. Give me more Rashee Rice and put that rice bowl emoji on everything, Chiefs. Put it everywhere. I love it. That was the first tweet of the season when he scored his touchdown. It was Rice time with the bowl. It was awesome. I want more of that. I want to see more. Which leads me to my second bye-week change. More Rice and Watson. More of it. Please give it to me. I love Rashee, and I want to see him catch the ball more. I want him to get more opportunities, and the same goes for Justin Watson. And you know what I want more of? I want more of PrizePicks, baby. Because PrizePicks is the place that I go for daily fantasy sports. As PrizePicks is a skill-based, real money daily fantasy sports game with basketballs in here, it's the perfect time to start on PrizePicks, as you can pick combo projections across the NBA and NFL. So you can pick the more on Travis Kelce touchdowns and the more on Jason Tatum points. Obviously, this weekend, no Chiefs game, so I'm going with some other picks for the weekend slate. I've got Trevor Lawrence with the more in passing yards. I've got Jonathan Taylor taking on New England in Germany. We've seen that game could be offensive hand heavy. I'm going to go the more on rushing yards against Bill Belichick's defense. And Lamar Jackson, more than 1.5 passing, rushing, receiving touchdowns. He may rush for 2 and throw 1. Cleveland's a good defense, but man, Lamar looks pretty good this year. Going more all the time is the way to do it. Now, you saw how I picked there, but how exactly does it work? What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you. You pick 2 or more players, just like I did. I picked 3. Then you pick more or less on their PrizePicks projection stats. You see, I went with the more, but you can go less. You can pick more stat types. They have a load of different ways to play. Then you get to choose flex or power play. Power play allows you to make it all down on one entry, and you can win up to 25 times your entry. Make sure you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. PrizePicks is the best way to play DFS, and with a $100 deposit match when using code CLNS, it's the way you should play daily fantasy sports. PrizePicks, go check it out right now. Okay, let's look at Rice's snap percentage and why exactly we need to see more of Rashee Rice. In Week 7, he was at 59%. Week 8, 61%. Week 9, 68%. 2023 season, 46%. What? How is it just 46%? Well, it's probably because he's a rookie. But at the same time, I need more. I need to see him. So it's time to let him go. It's time to let him ride. He is now 9 weeks into his NFL career, and he is performing exactly like he should. Andy Reid, take the handcuffs off. Take the training wheels off. Let him go out there. He made a great play in the game in Germany this past week against the Dolphins, diving for a catch that really, if you go back and look at it, was an amazing part of the game. He doesn't catch that ball. The Chiefs then have a 4th and 2 in their own territory. He gets a first down. The other guy I want to talk about is Justin Watson because I think we need to see more of him as well. Now, this is a little bit of a harder one to look at because you have the 39% in Week 6, 36% in Week 8, and then 63% in Week 9. But you notice there's no Week 7. Well, what happened there? Well, injury has played a role in that one. Obviously, he missed that game with the dislocated elbow. Now he's back on the field, but it was to a limited role 2 weeks ago. This week got back to about his normal snap percentage of 63% and looked great as always. Honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this because I was fully on board at the beginning of the season of having him be one of the receivers cut. He has been the number 2 wide receiver this year with Rashee Rice, sometimes even number 1. So if you want to see more of Rice and Watson, if you share my sentiment of wanting Rashee Rice, of wanting Justin Watson, then type me in the comments section of today's video. I would appreciate you letting me know because maybe I'm on an island here. Maybe it's just me, but I know Chiefs Kingdom, and I know that you're going to get in on this topic. This is a safe place. Get in the comment section. We're going to talk about this all down there. We appreciate you. Type me if you want more of Rice and Watson. Okay, it's the third bye week change. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Andy Reid. Keep the play calling simple, dude. What are we doing? Here's what we're doing. We're being too cute with it. Andy Reid is an amazing coach, but he continues to just be so weird with the play calling at times. I don't understand it, and quite frankly, it's getting a little upsetting. Now, what do I mean by this? What do I mean by getting too cute with it? Well, let's flash back to week 1, when the Chiefs had a 3rd and 1, and instead of, rushing the ball with Isaiah Pacheco, who had been averaging 4 yards per carry that game, they give Blake Bell the ball on a direct snap to hand off to Kadarius Toney, and it gets blown up in the backfield. Why are you doing a gadget play? Oh, Jace, that was week 1. He's better now. Now, this week in Germany, 3rd down and 1, late in the game. What do? RPO, or maybe not. Maybe it was just a play action. Fakes the handoff to Pacheco, and then Mahomes just get absolutely obliterated in the backfield where he has to throw it away. The 3rd and 1 problems are not going to help. I know that it's the Chiefs. They're trying to be cute. They're testing things out. But, boy, we're getting to the back half of the season. Let's stop with this stuff. Let's stop. There's no reason to be doing this. We don't need to see how many gadget plays Andy Reid has got. And quite honestly, stop. Save that for the playoffs. You're going to get there. I don't like that. I don't like that. The fourth bye week change is less turnovers, which surrounds Patrick Mahomes. Funny enough, we haven't talked about this because it hasn't really affected the game. But the Chiefs have been horrible with turnovers and turnover percentage. In fact, they are 23rd. 23rd in the NFL in turnover differential at -4. What? No, that can't be right. No, in fact, it is right. You want to know why? Well, because they have the second most turnovers in the NFL. How? Well, Patrick has 8 interceptions, and this ball has just been all over the place. 5 turnovers 2 weeks ago doesn't help against the Broncos, but you look at these teams. Cleveland is in the same way, but Chicago, Minnesota, Las Vegas, these teams aren't good. And yet you're sitting right there with them with turnovers. Come on. No. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Here's the fifth one we're going to talk about, and it's stay healthy, which I love to say because bye weeks are used for getting healthy, right? Well, not with the Chiefs. In fact, we got a clear injury report from Andy Reid after the Germany game. No injuries to report. That is the best news as we get that from Charles Goldman. Man, that feels nice. Usually it's like, all right, we need to get healthy. Nope, not here. Now you notice something. Out of those 5, whoa, there's no defensive things on there. There's no defensive changes. Yeah, duh, because this defense has been incredible. Just keep it that way. Just keep it that way. That's what we want to see, and that's what we love to say. And I'm going to give some love to the defense real quick, and I want you to do the same. My favorite Chiefs defensive player right now is Brian Cook, just because of his awesome play with Mike Edwards this past week against the Dolphins. But I want you to do the same. Name your favorite Chiefs defensive player in the comment section below. Get down there. That's the way we're going to end this show today. Make sure you tell me who your favorite Chiefs defensive player is, and peace out.